The vast darkness of space stretched endlessly, punctuated by distant starlight and the soft hum of advanced technology. Aboard the United Earth research vessel Horizon, Commander Aria Rodriguez stood motionless, her dark eyes fixed on the holographic display flickering with cryptic data streams. "Dr. Volkov, can you explain these readings?" she called out, her voice cutting through the low ambient noise of the ship's bridge. Nikolai Volkov approached, his weathered hands adjusting the digital interface. Brilliant and eccentric, the Russian xenobiologist had spent decades studying potential extraterrestrial communications. "It's unlike anything I've ever seen," he muttered, fingers dancing across the screen. Captain Keiko Tanaka leaned forward, her Japanese heritage evident in her precise movements. "Anomalous signal?" she asked, one eyebrow raised. The signal had first appeared 3 standard weeks ago, a rhythmic pulse that defied conventional communication patterns. It didn't match any known technological signature in the United Earth database. No language, no recognizable frequency, just a persistent, almost organic rhythm that seemed to pulse with an intelligence beyond human comprehension. "Not just anomalous," Volkov responded, his thick accent betraying a mix of excitement and concern. "This signal, it's searching, probing, like an intelligence trying to understand something." Commander Rodriguez felt a familiar tension building. Humanity had long suspected they weren't alone in the universe, but concrete evidence had always remained frustratingly elusive. This signal changed everything. The Horizon was humanity's most advanced deep space research vessel, equipped with cutting-edge quantum communication arrays and xenological research technology. Its mission: to explore, understand, and potentially communicate with any intelligent life beyond Earth's solar system. "Captain, adjust our trajectory," Rodriguez commanded. "We're going to trace this signal to its source." Tanaka's fingers flew across the navigation console, calculating optimal approach vector. Signal origin appears to be in the Epsilon Eridani sector, approximately 10.5 light-years from our current position. Volkov began preparations, his excitement barely contained. Years of academic ridicule, decades of being called a dreamer, had led to this moment. If this signal represented first contact, he would be at the forefront of humanity's greatest discovery. The ship's quantum drive hummed to life, its advanced propulsion system preparing for an interstellar journey that would have been impossible mere decades ago. Humanity had transformed itself, rising from planetary conflicts to becoming a species capable of reaching beyond its own solar system. "Dr. Volkov, analyze the signal's composition," Rodriguez instructed. "I want to know everything: its frequency, potential information density, anything that might give us a clue about its origin." As the Horizon began its journey, none of them could shake the feeling that they were on the precipice of something monumental. The universe, vast and mysterious, was about to reveal one of its most closely guarded secrets. Little did they know that the signal was more than just a random transmission. It was a deliberate communication, a challenge, and a warning. The first step of humanity's greatest adventure was about to begin. The diplomatic chambers of the Interstellar Council gleamed with an artificial perfection that barely masked the underlying tensions. Admiral Marcus Reyes stood rigid, his crisp United Earth Defense uniform a stark contrast to the flowing, iridescent robes of the alien delegates surrounding him. Diplomat Elena Santos moved with calculated grace, her hand resting lightly on the holographic interface embedded in the council table. The room buzzed with a mixture of technological hum and unspoken hostility. Zornak, the primary envoy of the collective, a confederation of advanced alien civilizations, leaned forward, his crystalline exoskeleton refracted light, creating a mesmerizing display that did little to soften the edge in his multifaceted eyes. "Humanity's expansion concerns us," Zornak began, his voice a series of clicking vibrations translated through advanced linguistic processors. "Your technological progression has been unusually rapid." Elena Santos smiled, a gesture that was both diplomatic and subtly challenging. "Progress is the nature of intelligent life," she responded. "We don't seek conflict, but we won't be constrained by arbitrary limitations." The diplomatic chamber represented more than just a meeting space. It was a delicate battlefield where words were weapons, and each statement could potentially trigger interstellar incidents. Admiral Reyes understood this better than most. His career had been defined by navigating the treacherous waters of interspecies relations. He had seen humanity transform from a planet-bound species to an interstellar civilization in less than a century, a growth that both impressed and terrified the older, more established galactic civilizations. The collective had existed for millennia, a complex network of species that had long maintained a careful balance of power. Humanity's sudden emergence as a technological powerhouse had disrupted that balance, creating both curiosity and concern. "Your recent quantum communication technologies," Zornak continued, "suggest capabilities that exceed standard developmental curves. The Council demands explanations." Alina's response was measured. "We are a species of innovators. Our rapid development is a testament to human adaptability and collaborative potential." Behind the diplomatic veneer, a deeper conflict brewed. The collective viewed humanity as an unpredictable variable, a young, aggressive species that might destabilize centuries of carefully maintained galactic protocols. Reyes watched the interaction, his military background providing a strategic perspective. He knew that this meeting was more than a diplomatic discussion. It was a test. The collective was probing humanity's intentions, measuring their resolve. "We seek peaceful coexistence," Alina stated, her voice calm but firm. "But we will not compromise our right to explore, innovate, and grow." Zornak's response came with a subtle shift in his crystalline structure, a gesture that suggested both respect and warning. Growth without wisdom can be destructive. The subtext was clear. The collective saw humanity as a potential threat, a young, unpredictable species that might inadvertently, or intentionally, disrupt the delicate balance of galactic civilizations. As the negotiations continued, neither side revealed their full hand. Diplomatic language masked deeper currents of tension, potential conflict simmering just beneath the surface of polite discourse. Outside the chamber, humanity's research vessels continued to push boundaries, the mysterious signal discovered by the horizon becoming an unspoken undercurrent in these tense discussions. Admiral Reyes caught Alina's eye. A subtle nod passed between them, a shared understanding that this was just the beginning of a much larger, more complex story. The galaxy held its breath, watching humanity's next move. The Global Scientific Research Complex in New Delhi pulsed with an electric energy of discovery. Dr. Priya Sharma stood before a massive holographic display, her fingers dancing across quantum interfaces that seemed to defy conventional technological limitations. "We're close," she muttered, more to herself than to her team. "The signal's quantum encryption is unlike anything we've ever encountered." Jack Harrison, the lead systems engineer, adjusted a series of complex cooling systems surrounding the experimental quantum computer. His background in military-grade technological adaptation made him the perfect complement to Sharma's theoretical brilliance. Rafael Martinez, their quantum computing specialist, worked furiously at a secondary station. Lines of code that would appear incomprehensible to most humans flowed across his screens like living mathematics. The mysterious signal discovered by the horizon had become more than just a scientific curiosity. It was a technological puzzle that challenged everything humanity understood about communication and information transfer. "The signal isn't just a message," Sharma explained to her team. "It's a complex quantum algorithm, almost like a living piece of information that adapts and changes as we study it." Harrison raised an eyebrow. "Living information? That sounds more like science fiction than research." Martinez interjected, his fingers never stopping their rapid coding. "Not living in the biological sense, but adaptive, responsive, like an intelligent system that learns and evolves with each interaction." The research complex represented humanity's most advanced technological hub. Since their emergence as an interstellar civilization, Humans had demonstrated an unprecedented capacity for rapid technological innovation. Where other species might take centuries to develop new technologies, humans seemed to leap forward in decades. "Look at this," Sharma called out, zooming in on a particularly complex section of the signal's quantum signature. The encryption doesn't just contain information, it's constructed in a way that suggests multiple layers of meaning. The implications were staggering. This wasn't just a communication method. It was potentially an entirely new form of information transfer that transcended traditional understanding of language and communication. Outside the research complex, the world watched with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. Humanity's rapid technological progress had already raised concerns among older galactic civilizations. This breakthrough could either be their greatest achievement or their most dangerous discovery. "We're creating a quantum translation matrix," Martinez explained, his voice a mixture of excitement and scientific precision. "If successful, we might be able to not just understand the signal, but communicate back using its own complex linguistic structure." Harrison connected the final cooling system, the advanced quantum computer humming to life with a soft, almost musical resonance. "Ready for initial translation attempt," he announced. Dr. Sharma took a deep breath. This moment could change everything. Humanity's understanding of communication, their place in the universe, perhaps even their fundamental comprehension of intelligence itself. "Initiate quantum translation protocol," she commanded. The room fell silent. The quantum computer began to pulse with an otherworldly light, its complex systems working at speeds that would have been impossible just a decade earlier. Somewhere in the vast darkness of space, something was watching, waiting, ready to respond. The underground tactical command center beneath the United Earth Defense Headquarters hummed with controlled tension. Special Operations Leader Derek Collins studied the holographic battlefield projection, his weathered hands clasped behind his back. Dr. William Foster, the xenotech researcher, moved between advanced monitoring stations. His latest analysis scrolled across multiple screens, each display revealing more disturbing information about the potential alien threat. Olivia Chen, the tactical strategist, pinpointed emerging patterns in the alien communication intercepts. "They're mobilizing," she said quietly, her voice cutting through the technological ambient noise, but not in a conventional military sense. The threat wasn't a traditional invasion. It was something far more insidious, a systematic attempt to neutralize humanity's rapid technological advancement. The collective had realized that humanity represented something unprecedented in galactic history, a species capable of exponential growth and adaptation. "Their strategy is containment," Foster explained, bringing up intricate diagrams showing potential diplomatic and technological blockades. "They want to limit our expansion without direct military confrontation." Collins knew the stakes. Humanity had transformed from a planet-bound species to an interstellar civilization in mere decades. Their technological leaps were unprecedented. Quantum computing, advanced propulsion systems, and communication technologies that challenged existing galactic paradigms. The mysterious signal discovered earlier was now understood as more than just a communication attempt. It was a test, a probe designed to understand humanity's capabilities and potential vulnerabilities. "They're afraid of us," Chen observed, her analysis revealing deeper psychological profiles of the collective's leadership. "Not just our technology, but our unpredictability, our capacity to innovate beyond established patterns." Foster pulled up a comprehensive analysis of human technological progression. "In the last 50 years, we've achieved technological milestones that took other species centuries. Our adaptation rate is exponential." The tactical display showed potential conflict zones, not traditional battlegrounds, but technological and diplomatic arenas where humanity's expansion could be challenged or contained. Derek Collins understood the complexity of the situation. This wasn't about military might, but about survival. The collective saw humanity as a potential disruptor of their carefully maintained galactic order. "We're not looking at a war in the traditional sense," Collins briefed his team. "This is a multi-dimensional chess game where technology, diplomacy, and strategic innovation are our primary weapons. A new communication intercept appeared on the screens. The collective was preparing something, a coordinated effort to slow humanity's expansion. Diplomatic pressure, technological restrictions, potential economic isolation. Dr. Foster's latest analysis revealed something even more concerning. They're developing targeted technological dampening fields, designed to specifically interfere with human technological development. The room fell silent. The threat wasn't just external. It was a calculated attempt to clip humanity's wings before they could truly take flight. "We won't be contained," Chen said, her voice resolute, a statement of defiance more than a suggestion. Collins nodded. Humanity had always been defined by its ability to overcome, to adapt, to push beyond perceived limitations. The collective was about to learn that fundamental truth. The next move would determine everything. The United Earth Council chambers resonated with a profound silence. Gabriel Rodriguez, the Global Defense Coordinator, stood at the center of a holographic projection that displayed the complex galactic political landscape. Dr. Rachel Kim, the lead interstellar negotiator, reviewed the latest diplomatic communications. Her fingers traced the intricate network of potential alliances and diplomatic maneuvers that could determine humanity's future. Michael Thompson, the Council's primary representative, analyzed the strategic implications of their current position. The weight of humanity's collective future rested on their collective shoulders. "We're not just fighting for territory," Rodriguez began, his voice cutting through the tension. "We're fighting for the right to exist, to grow, to evolve." The holographic display shifted, revealing the complex web of technological and diplomatic challenges humanity faced. The collective's attempts to contain human expansion had become increasingly sophisticated, a multi-layered strategy designed to limit their potential. Dr. Kim presented her analysis. Their approach is systematic. Diplomatic pressure, technological restrictions, economic isolation, each a carefully designed mechanism to slow our progress. But humanity had always been defined by its ability to overcome. From their earliest days, humans had demonstrated an unprecedented capacity for adaptation, innovation, and resilience. Thompson brought up a comprehensive overview of human technological achievements. In less than a century, we've transformed from a planet-bound species to an interstellar civilization. Our rate of innovation defies conventional understanding. The mysterious signal that had initially caught humanity's attention now revealed itself as something more. A test, a challenge, a potential pathway to understanding. "We're not asking for permission," Rodriguez stated firmly. "We're declaring our right to exist, to explore, to grow." The council chamber became a nexus of human potential. Each representative carried the hopes and dreams of billions, a species on the brink of a truly transformative moment in its history. Dr. Kim outlined a multi-pronged approach: diplomatic engagement, technological innovation, strategic alliances with other emerging civilizations who felt constrained by the collective's rigid structures. "Our strength isn't in military might," she explained. "It's in our ability to adapt, to innovate, to see possibilities where others see limitations." The holographic display began to shift, revealing potential scenarios. Each projection demonstrated humanity's unique approach, not through brute force, but through creativity, collaboration, and an unyielding spirit of exploration. Rodriguez looked at his fellow council members. "We are not asking to conquer. We are asking to coexist, to contribute, to be part of something larger." Michael Thompson added a crucial perspective. "Our diversity is our strength. Every challenge we faced, we've overcome through collective innovation." The mysterious signal that had started their journey now seemed like a distant memory, a catalyst that had set in motion humanity's greatest adventure. As the council discussed their strategy, something profound became clear. This wasn't just about survival. It was about humanity's fundamental nature, a species defined by curiosity, innovation, and an unbreakable spirit of exploration. The galaxy was about to learn a fundamental truth. Humanity would not be contained. They would not be limited. They would forge their own path, and nothing would stand in their way. The final chapter of humanity's interstellar journey was just beginning.